Are you serious? Are you serious, folks? What a week this is going to be. Of course, it's the Feast of Trumpets. Rosh Hashanah begins this week. And Wednesday at about noon here, as the sun is setting in Jerusalem. We'll be going live, of course, with our live broadcast. And we will be having a powerful time of prayer over this new year, which debatable whether it is the Jubilee year or not by some theologians. And the United Nations are converging on New York. And the question is, as the beast begins to rise during this next 7 years, we're going to be watching very closely the key players that are getting in position as the New World Order is going to aggressively try to make a move. And also, who are the 10 kings? Who are the 10 kings, the 10 horns in the Bible? First of all, because this is this Saturday, September 23rd, which is the day that the constellation in the heavens will line up exactly to the biblical narrative in Revelation 12, the 10 kings are mentioned very early in the chapter. Look, get this. Revelation 12, verse 1, and there appeared a great wonder in heaven, a woman clothed with the sun and the moon under her feet, and upon her head a crown of 12 stars. We know this woman is Israel. She's clothed with the anointing of the sun. The moon is under her feet. She's in control. She has authority and over all pagan worshiping religions. And also the 12 stars representing the 12 tribes of Israel are in her crown. She's being with child. She cries. She's travailing in birth, and she's pained to be delivered. But there's a second wonder in heaven. It says, and there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon. And we know the dragon is Lucifer. We know it's Satan or the devil because you can look at verse 9. Go to verse 9. And the great dragon was cast out, the old serpent, called the devil and Satan, which deceiveth the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. So go back to verse 3. Behold, there's a great red dragon having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. These 10 horns, who are they? Now, what they're going to do is they're going after the woman, we know, and after the remnant of her seed. If you go to verse 17, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, that is Israel, and went to make war with who? With the remnant of her seed. Who's that? It tells you, which keep the commandments of God and have the testimony of Jesus Christ. So the dragon is coming to make war with the saints. It's all through the book of Revelation that he tries to wear out the saints. He wants to make war with the saints. He even overcomes us for a little while, temporarily, it looks like, but then he's defeated. We know this is all through the book of Revelation. Who are the 10 kings? And could some of them already be sitting in seats in the United Nations? Because basically, if you study the Illuminati playbook, the world, 7 continents, is divided into 10 sectors. They've already got that outline. That's been their plan a long time. Who are those 10 kings that would report to the Antichrist, the little horn? All right, now that's Revelation 12. Look at Revelation 13. And I stood upon the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast rise up out of the sea, and that means the sea of humanity, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and upon his horns 10 crowns, and upon his heads the name blasphemy. So again, these 10 horns, which will be 10 kings or 10 leaders reporting to the Antichrist. They're going to be chosen. Now, go with me to Revelation 17 for a moment. Again, they're mentioned. And this time, they're told how they get their power. First of all, if you go to Revelation 17, it says this in verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels, which had the 7 vials, and he talked with me, saying unto me, Come up hither, and I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore, that sitteth upon many waters. And that represents the people, overtop many people, with whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication, with her spiritual adultery and blasphemy against God. So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. Again, those 10 horns are mentioned. They're advisors. They're going to be leaders of the sectors of the world. They report directly to the Antichrist, and they're involved in the satanic worship, the pagan worship, the abominations against the Lord himself. Matter of fact, it tells you the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet color and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand full of abominations and filthiness of her fornication. And upon her forehead was the name written, Mystery Babylon, the Great, the mother of harlots and the abominations of the earth. And look at verse 6. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints and with the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. Well, we know there's going to be a war against the remnant of his seed. All right. And when I saw her, the remnant of the woman's seed is those that believers that have the testimony of Jesus. So this woman, this false apostasy, this one world religion will be drunken with the blood of the saints and the blood of the martyrs of Jesus. And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration. And the angel said unto me in verse 7, Wherefore didst thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman and of the beast that carrieth her, which have the 7 heads and the 10 horns. All right. Again, it is mentioned. And then go to verse 12. Once again, and the 10 horns, which thou sawest, are 10 kings. There's an explanation, which have received no kingdom. 10 kings without a kingdom as yet. These are advisors of the New World Order. These are those that will report directly to the Antichrist. And check this out. Verse 12. And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet, but receive power as kings 1 hour with the beast. These have one mind, and shall give their power and strength unto the beast. Why? This is how they become empowered at the moment that and I believe it happens, folks, really at the United Nations. There will be a General Assembly. Now, this is General Assembly 72. I don't know which General Assembly this will be when the world gives its power to the Antichrist and he selects 10 kings to be his world council. But the Lord has shown me that the Antichrist is making his move right now, that he's moving through the ranks and making the connections. And a lot of it is satanically, it's all satanic, but there is people involved in some serious worship to Lucifer. And this is why they're called Luciferians. And then let me read to you verse 13. I told you they have one mind. They give their power and strength to the beast. And look at verse 14. These shall make war with the Lamb. We know that's Jesus Christ. And the Lamb shall overcome them. For he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And they that are with him are called and chosen and faithful. All right. There's a whole lot more, of course, in and the 10 kings is also mentioned in Daniel chapter 7. He saw the 10 kings and he wondered at the little horn that popped up among them. It's unbelievable. But what's happening is we're in this time period now. The United Nations are gathering. President Donald Trump is going to speak tomorrow. And you know he's going to slap. The word we're hearing is slap those that need slapped and praise those that need praised. And no doubt he's going to slap Kim Jong-un of North Korea. But he may slap others. He may slap China. He may put the blame where it belongs. And he's going to also ask some of these countries, why haven't they paid their fair share? And he may even threaten to pull funding from the UN. We don't know what he's going to do tomorrow. But we'll try to cover that live on our website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. Folks, what I'm telling you is, what a week. UN is gathering. They're talking the path to peace. Kirshner's been holding secret meetings with the Saudi Crown Prince, Mohammed bin Salman. They've been holding secret meetings in Jerusalem with Israeli leaders and Israeli rabbis. Also, representatives of Jordan have been there. Egypt have been there. And representatives from several Arab nations, because they're not talking about Palestinian-Israeli peace necessarily. This is bigger than that. They're talking about a covenant with many. So they're talking about a lot of folks involved in trying to bring about this Middle East peace, which includes the Israelis and the Palestinians. So it's all about the Temple Mount. It's all about the third temple. And it's all biblical prophecy. And the Lord hasn't given us the spirit of fear, but of love and power and a sound mind. So we're going to continue to watch the events unfold. Something biblical is going on with the signs of the second coming of Christ. Give your life to Jesus Christ. We're running out of time.